Saying today is the sunniest day that we ever had, but god darn it, it looks like it's the best day we've ever had. It is actually the perfect temperature. It is 55. It is perfect. If you're below 50, you can be out here with shorts and a short sleeve shirt. I'm above 50, so I got pants on and I got long sleeves. I tell you, like my grandpa, I remember when I'd go outside when it was the first 40-degree day after mid-March. Just a t-shirt on. Yeah. Good Lord, it's a beautiful day today. Big old sun up in the sky, blue, couple clouds to make it look awesome. Oh, we're gonna go up to the, excuse me, let's walk up to the top. Wish I had one of those long selfie sticks. Give you what it looks like up here. This is the best we can do. I tell you, the colors are here. It is time. Can't see much here. It's just mostly pines, but when I get back at the house, God willing, if we get back to the house, we'll see some maples. Usually I make sure that I'm out here with my dogs with a jay or two. But I picked up the wrong container. I picked up the small ones, the ones they call dog walkers. They're they're not bad. They are good for, I guess, walking dogs if that's what you want to do. But they're like these little halves. They're little halvesies. Yeah. Ruckus. What we did for these guys was for this hunting season. Yeah, the fluorescent on his collar. Worried about him because he's all black and he's slow. This guy right here, he doesn't move. He moves too quick for anybody to think they can get a shot. He does not stop. But he does have fluorescent. I just didn't put it on him today because it's the day. It's not morning or evening. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful day. So we are coming into this morning, coming into work. We have to go through a little town called Odin and Lansing. They're set right out of the Crooked Lake. It was, I got to put up a video from the dash cam. You could not see in front of your car. Could not see my headlights this morning in that little 5-10 minutes of road because the lake was so warm and the air was 32 degrees when I was going through, so that's freezing, if not below. It might have been colder than that. All that fog, warm air or cold air, warm water, or the other way around, will make fog. And if it were winter, all of that would have been lake effect snow. I've seen it that foggy before, that quote unquote socked in. I've seen it before, but I've never seen it this late in October, whatever, this first week in October. Started the second week. I'm no smart person when it comes to weather, but I would say that's going to be, if we got water that warm and it's making that thick of fog this early or this late in the season, we're going to have a good winter. We're going to have a good winter. I hope we get a lot of snow. I hope we get a lot of snow. We get so much snow, you make people double think whether they know what really wanted to be up here. That's how much snow I want. I want so much snow it shuts down the city. It's down. Not ice. That's a whole different story. I don't want any ice. We're iced out from earlier this year. Yeah, we don't need any more ice. That's fucking nuts. Where am I right now? I am in Michigan. I am in northern Michigan. If you look at this, Michigan, I'm right here at the very tippy top of your finger. I am an hour and a half away from Canada. I'm 8 hours away from Mackinac, Wisconsin, as the roads go. I'm only 4 hours away from Wisconsin as the crow flies. Just go across the ocean, Lake Michigan. Yeah. Abbott County. Want to get more? We are in Pellston. Get more? I am in the south end of Industrial Drive. This is where the Line 5's cousin, I think we're underneath Line 3, or we're on top of Line 3. This does the propane. You can see the tags up there. Oh, Joe. This does propane, natural gas. And I think that's all we have going underneath us right now. If you're from Michigan, you've heard of Line 5. This is from the same company, TransCanada. Now we're actually, now we're walking on it. Now we're walking on Line 6 or 3 or 4 or whatever number it is. But yeah, this delivers all the propane, all the natural gas. Down south, we have our own that comes up north and hooks off into the west. So this goes down to OHI. What's that name of the state down? You know, shit rolls downhill. What is that name of the state that starts with O? I can't remember. I fucking hate Ohio. It stinks. Jesus. I went to North Carolina for a week looking for a job back in, I don't know, 2008, 2009, 10, something. Spent a week down there with my college professor to get my feet in the door somewhere. I just remember going through California. California stinks too. Going through Ohio, it just was stinky. Southern Ohio, I don't know why. It was that way when I was going back too. It was, Jesus, I wanted to stop and get gas and go, why does your state stink? But that's Ohio. I don't really hate Ohio. I've been through it once. Not much to look at. I hate the people from Ohio. They're fucking stupid. Dumb motherfuckers don't know how to drive. Behind one this morning at 55 zone, we passed 2 55-mile-an-hour Steins. Didn't get the hint that, hey, 40 is not the appropriate speed. TransCanada. Natural gas. So maybe that's all we have is natural gas going through here. But that's fine. But yeah, this is TransCanada. There's a federal fence. Deface, damage, or destroy that sign. There's 2 of them on top of the hill that have been there since we moved up here 5-6 years ago. Holy, 6 years coming next month. Holy shit. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. November 19th, if I remember right. It was the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah. It was the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah, we finally closed. Oh my goodness, we had to get this. We were living in our trailer park. I told my wife, we're really making enough money. We can get out of this trailer park in this stupid ass trailer, single wide, crappy ass, dumpy ass trailer. My wife is an accountant, so she doesn't. She sees money in black and white. I don't see money in black and white. I see money as liquid, moving, always moving. Where can it be best used as? She doesn't see it that way. So she said, no, we don't make enough. kind of put up a sting. She goes, fine, go find it. I said, okay. I got my old Navy buddy, works for, what is that down there, Detroit? Not Rocket Mortgage, but there's a mortgage company down there, Detroit. He was head of the West Texas, head of Dallas. So I called him, and he ran numbers, and we came out that we were well qualified. So we called the bank up here in Michigan, and we were very well qualified to get a loan. So we got all our ducks in a row. Long story short, we ended up selling. My wife bought the trailer in, I don't know, when she first moved up here, mid 2000s. 2009. We got together in 2003. So I'm going to say she got that in the mid 90s, 98, 99. She paid $30,000 for it. We sold it for 35. So we spent 20 something years in the stupid ass trailer, sold it for $5,000 more than we paid for it. That is how goofy the housing industry is up here in northern Michigan. Absolutely insane. But yeah, we called the bank and they said, well, you qualified for X amount, and we got a hold of a good realtor, and we went looking at houses. I forgot where I was going with this, usual. But anyway, we've been up here for 6 years, November. It took 23 days for us to close, for us to say, okay, we'll take it. We signed on down the line. Typical realtors, they gave us a call that night and said, well, you know, we got a surprise offer that's $5,000 more than yours. I laughed. I said, that's bullshit. He goes, well, you know, it might be the other guy making. I said, that's fine. I'll pay an extra $5,000 if you guarantee. Not guarantee you, but if that'll get us that house. And it did. I got a call the next day, and he said they accepted your offer, so now we got to close. Well, we closed, and it took 23 days. As I said, my wife's an accountant. She has everything filed, triplicate, stapled, duct tape. Any question they had, she'd call them back in 5-10 minutes with the answer, or fax over the paperwork they were looking for. They hated us because we had everything ready. Everything was bam, bam, bam. And of course, I'm sitting there calling the guy, the banker, every day. Hey, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? I have found, and this is true in the restaurant industry, pretty much. I want to say business, but I don't know much about business besides the restaurants and bars. But if you're that pain in the ass, if you're that squeaky wheel going, how's my house going? How's the paperwork going? You guys having a good day today? Can I bring you anything? You guys got all you need, all the information, da 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 da. They will kind of hurry to get you off their ass. And that is how we are able to close our house in 23 days. Get into it the day before Thanksgiving. So we could stop calling them all the time. And it worked. We got into our house at an awesome interest rate before COVID came in. They shut Michigan down. And I will never see that cheap money again. We are, below 4% for an interest rate, a 30-year fix. We will never. That's the cheapest money we will ever borrow. So I am in absolutely no hurry to pay that off. I'm in a hurry to pay off the land loan that we have. That's on a little bit bigger interest. But that's all vacant land, so that's just sitting there doing nothing. I forgot where we were going with this, but don't matter. Damn, it's a beautiful day. Look at that sun. Man, this is what Michigan's all about. Northern Michigan. All about living up here, enjoying the weather. Like I said, it's 55. This is a perfect day. A little bit of breeze going through. Best part of it, well, the good and the bad, these ferns. These things are finally dying. But the bad part is when they die, they're very tough in the stems. And they will trip you up quicker and shit. you will think your legs are strong enough to lift your foot up and break them. You get 3 or 4. Hey, we got a plane. So it's like, oh my God, it's the red guy. Where is he? That guy's awesome. He comes over our house. There we go. Actually, that looked like, that might be the Forest Service. A red and white. Did they got a Coast Guard plane being red and white? That's not good. Red nose, red tip, white in the middle. That would tell me that's an ambulatory, or that's Coast Guard. Oh, Coast Guard's got a plane or not? We got a coast. Where are they going? Sheboygan. Seems like. I hope everything's all right up there in Sheboygan. I like Sheboygan. That's a goofy place. Vegas. Everybody go to Sheboygan. Funny story. I was working at the Inner Bay Harbor down in South Petoskey. They every day you had this thing called stand-up. You'd have the boss stand in front of you and tell him how awesome he is. Oh, I mean, he would tell you what's going on in the hotel and what guests are coming in. Kelly Ripa is staying in this weekend, so make sure to say hi to Kelly Ripa. Fuck Kelly Ripa. Oh, that plane just took a turn. Hey now, go back. Go ahead. Kevin Cronin, who is the lead singer of REO Speedwagon, was staying at the Inner Bay Harbor. I'm waiting for that plane to come. I can hear it. Where'd he go? Maybe that's another one. Might be another one. But yeah, Kevin Cronin is in. What the hell they say? On property. Kevin Cronin is on property. He's got a suite at the Inner Bay Harbor, or at least he used to. So the big thing was, he sat there and told us, do not talk to Kevin Cronin. Like, apparently he's this, I don't know why. I've met Kevin Cronin a couple times at different bars, and he's always been, oh my God, thanks for liking my music. You know, I'm not a nice musician. Whether he turns back and go, God, what a fucking asshole. He might, that's fine with me. He gave me a great impression that he loved his fans. Hi, buddy. This my little buddy is having a bad couple weeks. Yeah, he's already tired. He wants to go back. Come on, Mac Daddy. Yeah, this guy, I don't know. He's got into a bad time, or else it's me, and he just wants to go back to the house because he knows he's going to get a treat. He's outsmarting me, which he very well could. These dogs have me wrapped around their finger. But the funny thing was, do not talk to Kevin Cronin. And I looked at him and I said, Kevin Cronin was just playing the Sheboygan County Fair. You are out of your mind if you think he's too big. See, I look at stones like this. What they are. That was real. We have a story about that fake stone. My wife and I have ammo cans throughout up here. We know where they're all at. They're all tracked on a map. So when we get to that point where we're moving, we're going to go back and put them all out. We won't leave them here. But they're full of different knickknacks and stuff and fun things that we're going to need in the winter's time. We're walking back here. Winter time's a hoot. Love coming back here. The best part about springtime, springtime, is making the first trail coming down here. I got a Jeep up there. It is so much fun. First, we look at the berm the plows have made throughout the winter. We got another plane coming in. What time is it? 1 o'clock. They're sitting. Well, maybe we got somebody new coming in. But we're gonna catch them over here because I can't. I'm too close to the trees. Ugh. See, sounds like Detroit. Oh my God, yeah, that's the biggie. Hi guys. Hi guys. Oh, you can't see. That guy coming from Detroit. Detroit is French for it smells too, just like Ohio. That sounded weird. That sounded like the plane landing over there. That's odd. But the airport's over there. Huh. Sweet. But yeah, the wintertime we gotta make it over where the plows made the hill on the side of the road. But once we can get over that, oh my God, it's so much fun. Coming through here, I got, what am I sitting on? 34s. So I can get through quite a lot. I piss off the snowmobilers making that first trail through here because I'm wider than they are, so they can stay in the middle. They usually don't. They usually end up in my ruts, which is awesome. I enjoy that. I don't like slides. I don't like side by sides, and I don't like people from Ohio. What's the name of that? God, you forget the name of that. Oh, let's say one thing good about that state. You know, the chocolate Buckeyes that you have at Christmas are pretty good. How's that? Does that count? Here we go. That's good enough for me. 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Wow. Ohio and Kevin Bacon, 7 degrees. I don't know where Kevin Bacon's born. Let's see. Footloose. Nope. Top Gun. Or not Top Gun. Kevin Bacon was in a few good men. Ohio. Oh, I said it. Oh my goodness. I don't care enough about it. Want to talk stocks? Want to talk finances? Oh my goodness. So whatever I honestly don't know what I'm talking about in finances, so don't do anything I'm doing. Goodness, I lose money all the time. Just the other day, I lost, what, $800? Something like that. It happens. I lose money, I make money. Ebb and flow, in and out. It happens. I stopped worrying about losing. Wow, there's a plane that's way the fuck up there. I don't know if you can see it's right by one coming down. Where is it? There's this. Where am I? Okay, the plane is up here. Just got the streak going right through the end. Can you see that white streak going at the end right there? That guy is way up there. Holy cow. That is the Toronto to Vancouver plane. I have flight radar 24, so that tells me who that is. Whoa, guys are gonna get sick keeping zoomed in like that. Oh, one of you. Oh my God, they love the sun. They love the weather. Like I said, this is perfect. We're gonna, perfect. It was 28, I think, this morning leaving the house. It was cold. I had to wear my red winter's cap. The one that said, "Make America Great Again." Oh my goodness, that's the only one I could find. Not really. We got a big Democrat coming back to work pretty quick. So I wanted to make sure I was prepared. Have all my Christmas Trump stuff. I voted for Trump. I don't believe in I do believe in what he's doing, but I do think he's going overboard quite a lot. Yeah, I voted for, but it was better than fucking sleepy goddamn Joe Biden. Jesus, that was icky. But Hamas in Israel, oh my goodness. If that turns out to be true, that will absolutely be fantastic to get peace in there. I don't think it's going to last, like trying to get Iraq and Iran and all the other ones to be nice. You're talking about thousands of years, millennia of fighting. They're cousins, and they forgot why they're fighting. So, of course, U.S. and all their infinite wisdom is going to step in the middle of it. But hey, if we can get a day of peace, a week of peace, month, a year of peace out of it, I think it's worth it. We got too many people being slaughtered. Remember that band, Slaughtered? Fly to the angels. Not to be confused with Fly High Michelle. That was Enough's Enough. Oh, that was Fly High Michelle. I'm telling you, 80s. Jesus. That was crazy. We'd be sitting in at our high school with my buddy Jeff in his pickup truck before school, smoking Marlboros, drinking Bud. Jesus Christ. Just listening to 80s music. So much fun. Trash by the time we got into school. I passed out one year in Mr. Boopy's class. Man, I woke up at, it was what, a little after 4. And, hey, I'm glad you woke up. Thought you were dead. No. Gonna be all right. I said, yeah, I think so. I'm just kind of tired. He laughed. Mr. Boopy was an awesome fucking teacher. He knew. He let me sleep it off, and then I went home. That was good. I think that was the last time I drank at work. Drank at school. I think I had a 7-Up bottle full of, I don't know, Black Velvet, that cheap Canadian whiskey, all kinds of, just a hodgepodge of whatever was in the cabinet. Took a little bit, mixed it with 7-Up, ready for school. Yeah. But here I am, still here. So it must have worked. I'm making money. Crazy. So, yeah. Speaking of stocks, all right, real quick. QTUM, Quantum, is an ETF that holds IonQ, QBTS, holds a lot of Rigetti, which is good. Because what I'm reading, what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, QBTS is going to fall to the wayside. RGTI, you ready, my son? RGTI is going to be the leader, in my opinion. RGTI and IonQ are going to be the NVIDIA and the Google of the quantum realm. In my amateur, I don't know what I'm talking about, opinion, it would be IonQ and Rigetti. I am approaching 200% gain in Rigetti. I bought Rigetti when it was at $16. It's at 40. It's at 6. I can't remember what it is. It's ungodly. I'm gonna lose it, probably. I'm gonna try not to. I have options, call options written on everything I own. Unless, I rolled it up and I rolled it out. Rolled it up to, shit, what did I roll it up to? I can't remember. Rolled it up to like 60 something. I rolled it out to January, end of January next year. And that got me $1,293, I think. $83, something. So it was a good roll. But I want to keep it. I'm gonna wait until, honestly, I'm hoping it falls so I can buy it back, and then I will have 100% of the growth in that stock. But then again, I keep saying that, and I did that last week at Palantir. That was the $800 that I bought, because I bought their call option back. And then I had a smart ass comment on X. That jackass was talking about Halloween specials and I guess we're going home. Yay, we're going home.